Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Strike Force video. Now, last night we done two videos based around recently buffed defenders, and they really are pretty awesome now. Now, the two videos in question were to really showcase how powerful they were. Firstly, we done some tier 8 blitz matches, and then we followed that up with some Ultimus 6 raid as well. Now, in the comments of one of those two videos, I actually got a request to run through the Thanos III raid as well, so I've got that open at the moment. I've got some time to record, so we'll run through some nodes here. I've got a feeling we'll smash them, but if we do, that's not a bad thing at all. So let me actually just show off the power levels of my defenders first. So I do actually have a fair bit of work to do on them. They're a bit all over the place. Firstly, we've got Luke Cage. You can see him there, he's at 25,007 star. We've then got Iron Fist next. I've managed to bring him up rather nicely. He's on 20,000, 6 star. Daredevil's just below him, he's on 20,006 star as well. And then we've got Punisher there, he's pretty awesome now, 17,000. And then the weakest character I have would be Jessica Jones. She is on 6 star though, so that's pretty nice, but she's way down at 14,000 because I've not been able to really invest in gear for her yet. But that's the team we will be using, so let's run through this gameplay. So we're one or two nodes down here, and we're on the left hand side. So this is a node with all the hand characters. Perfect team to go up against them, I suppose. So let's see here. Try to figure out who it's best to go for first. I really am very much still getting used to this team. I'll try and take down Hand Sentry before he can cast the evade and the stealth. Wow, that was him down straight away. That was really quick, I didn't expect that. We'll go for the ultimate here. It might be overkill. Well, I say it might be overkill. I know it is overkill. And the dodge. That had to happen. That serves me right for saying that there. Let's take out the Blade Masters quickly. We've got the AoE splash damage here. Should take out the summons, and it does. Models come in with the heal block. I suppose heal block could be pretty dangerous against this team when you get to later levels, so we don't want to cast the taunt due to the regen even and the heal block that's on us. So we'll go for the defense up here, and then we will take out Nobu next. And after this, let's see, we don't really have, no, we do actually have some buffs on us, so for that reason we'll take out the archers so they don't strip our buffs at all. Go for the basic on Jessica. Very much still getting used to when to use her moves. This is nice and easy anyway, but the Thanos III does start off pretty simple. We can go for the regen now and the taunt. And then 4 characters remaining here. Fair amount of dodges and revives here. There's another dodge as well, and another one. Oh, are you kidding? Another revive, another dodge. This is crazy. Take out the Blade Master here. We really are just brute forcing our way through here. It's when we get to some of the later ones that are a little bit more difficult, I have to be a bit more tactical, but that was nice and easy anyway, so let's check out the next node. Okay, so let's have a look here. How do we want to go for first? The Shield Assault can actually be pretty dangerous. We will go for the, let's see, the counter attack up, because there'll be an AoE attack off these guys and then I'll get a ton of counters. So we'll go for that. And let's see, who do we want to take out next? Actually see if I can take out the security with Iron Fist, just out of curiosity more than anything else. There we go, 30,000. That's him down. Take out the Blade Master over here. Don't believe we need to use the energy regen move at all here. There we go. When you're going up against villains now with this team, it really is pretty incredible. You absolutely melt them. Now we'll take out Iron Man. We don't want him casting his AoE attack. Can do a fair bit of damage. Actually go for the heal here because Jessica's got a little bit on the lower side. She's the lowest rated character, so she will probably be the first character to drop if we do lose one at all. And let's see what we'll go for next. We'll remove the taunt here. We've got a splash damage, 3 characters left. This really is pretty simple. It's probably going to be a quick video, this one, but it shows off how powerful they actually are on the Thanos III, even when they're not fully upgraded. So let's check out the next node. So one thing we're not doing here at all is we're not healing up in between the nodes. I want to see how powerful Iron Fist's passive heal is at the start. You can see it's fantastic on the defenders, not so good on Punisher. He's lagging behind a little bit there. So let's see. Try and take out this character. I've got a feeling when I do it, the shield security will just taunt up, but let's try it. There we go, expected that to happen. So it's double taunt. I'll actually just fire some energy off to my characters. I'm not sure where they're all sitting at the moment. That's one of the things. It would be nice to have a way to quickly check where they're actually sitting on their skills, so you know if it's worthwhile using the particular energy generating skills. So next up, it always takes me a moment to decide what to use here, the special or the ultimate. Don't really need healing too much. We'll go for the ultimate first with the defense up. And then we'll get the counter here. Take out the shield security. Punisher's taking a little bit of damage there. For that reason, we'll now taunt up and get the regen on him. Well, regen doesn't go on him actually. It's interesting, need to double check that. Let's take out the trooper if we can. Still hits pretty nice, especially on the villain characters, the ultimate there. So we'll take down Cap with one punch here, hopefully. Easy. And then let's see. Want to take out Iron Man. We'll just go for the basic here. We're generating some energy there for Punisher as well, so he should have his ultimate soon. So there is an argument then for Miss Marvel dropping into the team, just due to the fact that the character that's not getting as much healing would be Punisher, but if you drop her in, she's got her own heal, so that could certainly make for a lot tankier team. You could also drop in Night Nurse as well, and then you would be getting a ton of regen, and the only thing that Imagine could really take you down would be a team with a lot of heal block, like some Mordo, or a ton of Winter Soldiers even. So we'll go for Winter Soldier here next. We really don't have to focus a great deal with this team though. They really are nice. Absolutely smashing through this, as I did suspect. Take out Winter Soldier this time, hopefully. There we go. And then let's see. We'll go for Cap next, why not? Some splash damage here. The security really can take a fair bit of damage. Pretty awesome minion now. Saving the ultimate for the next match. There's no point using it when there's only 2 characters remaining. That was nice, a passive heal there from Iron Fist. And there we go. So by the time the next map loads round, Punisher's just a little bit lower. That should hopefully top him up to around about full. So let's run into the next node. This one here could be a little bit more challenging. Most of the enemies are in the region of about 19 or 20,000 total power, so this will be a better indication of how the team performs. And there's no one that can strip the actual counter attacks if I put them up, although it's not actually available. Saying that, what I'll do, take down Jessica Jones if I can. And I certainly should be able to heal. Do I need any kind of healing? I don't. We'll go for Iron Fist. We'll strip this just so I can jump back to Jessica and take her out. Well, there we go, we don't have to actually. Having the AoE there from Punisher. Then we'll go for the regen, so let's see. That's right, so it doesn't apply on the city characters, it's just the defenders that applies on. So your healing for your 5th defender, so to speak, has to come from Iron Fist, be his passive or his special. So for that reason we'll cast that. There we go, bump Punisher up a fair bit there, probably about a quarter of his health I would say. And what I'll do is I'll get some more energy here so the likes of Iron Fist can get his ultimate up quicker. I was about to say Ultron we want to take down pretty soon, but I suppose he did hit Luke Cage with the taunt, but he's got the 3 stacks of regen there. So we'll see in a moment how high he actually goes up with that. Let's go on the outside here and throw the baton. Did warn you that this one would be a little bit harder. Luke Cage and Punisher are really a bit low. So we'll get the defense up on everyone now. Take out Punisher. It's quite funny now when you get into the likes of Blitz and Arena, you really have to be a lot more careful and think more. When you see a Defenders team, you think, I want to go up against this combination of characters. I made a mistake earlier where I decided to go up against, it was just Punisher and Daredevil, and I actually lost the match. They completely owned me. So let's get some healing in here. Revive. Seem to be getting quite unlucky with all the revives and dodges that are happening. We'll go for the chain here and we'll take out the summons actually. Take out Ultron next. And we'll go for the other summon. And then let's see, the 3 characters we're left with. That was nice, that was just assists here that took that character out. Assists are counters, you can get a whole heap of them going one after the other, and it can actually be quite hard to keep track of them. So we're sitting alright, let's go for a heal on everyone just to top them up a bit. I know I'm getting the heal on the next stage, but they were a little bit on the lower side there, especially Punisher, and we want to do this without using any med kits. So here we go, that's done. Let's do one more node here and then that'll be 5 in total we've done, and we can see how they're sitting at the end of that. So far then we've not used any kind of medkit at all, so that's certainly nice there. Let's get the counter up on everyone. There's no one that can cleanse it or steal them at all. We'll try and take out Drax. Don't think we will, but we'll certainly get him a bit lower. There we go, took about half of his health. And I suppose I keep forgetting about this, you've got the cleanse on Iron Fist's ultimate now, so that's really nice there. So we will go for the incinerator. Actually, saying that, I'll generate some energy here. I don't think I'll be getting any debuffs, and I could do with the energy to charge Iron Fist back up again. Nice bit of damage there from Punisher. Do we go for the taunt? We most certainly do actually, because Jessica's getting low, so Luke will take all the aggro, and we have the regen as well there. Let's see. We'll go for some more healing here. Iron Fist really is amazing now from the perspective of healing, he really is. Hopefully the Punisher will have his ultimate again pretty soon due to all the energy. Defense up. There's a Punisher getting that assist there on the non-combat move. I really like that. It's the first character we've seen that with. It's really pretty powerful. Thinking about it, if you actually did drop the likes of Night Nurse in here, then when she's casting her special and ultimate, then you'll be getting the assists from Punisher as well there, so that could be an interesting setup actually. Give you a ton of regen. Maybe try that on the Ultimus 6 raid when I get the chance. So we're going to be finishing with close to full health here, so we've managed to work our way through the lane really quick. I've not been massively concentrating because I've been trying to talk at the same time, and we've not had to use any med kits. So that's really pretty awesome there. Jessica's a little bit lower there, but she'll charge up anyway on the next match. What will we go for? We'll go for the Iron Fist here. More characters dropping in. I actually didn't expect them, and I would have held off on that. That's what I get for not concentrating there. Let's charge up some energy on our characters. We've got the taunt again. Go for the counter, why not? So we've got a stack of buffs on ourselves. We don't need any kind of heal here. Almost done. Nice and easy. Hold off on the defense up. Don't need that at all. And that is us done. So that really was nice and easy. I know it's much easier than the T-Rate Blitz and the Ultimus 6, but as mentioned, I got a request, so I figured it'd be fun to see how much we could steamroll through it. And we certainly did. No med kits, smashed through it, was hardly concentrating doing it, and we didn't lose any characters at any point either. So really nice there. So hope this was interesting enough. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.